one of the most coveted Smash players of all time. Oh, but instead, starting with Bowser, this is another character that he has really been enjoying, and Bowser, quite the threat in this game, a very, very different character.
Color me surprised. I mean, they're jumping into this first game on Battlefield. Bowser versus Snake, this is going to be interesting to see how Zeta chooses to wall him out and set his traps against him. I mean, this isn't necessarily a common pick either because, you know, previously we did see Nairo use Bowser, and of course, like, his grab confirms were so devastating with reverse back air, but we're seeing Jason, you know, Mew2King right now is looking really comfortable.
Mew2King has been playing this character quite a lot. This is a very, very comfortable practice Bowser, and he has exactly what he needs to know, but Zeta finally getting some damage on the board.
Yeah, we saw that sneaky C4 placed. He lays him down into a grenade, but he responds back with a Nair. C4 now on the right platform. Mew2King is not a stranger to any of these trap setups, coming again as a Brawl legend. Snake, of course, being such a strong character and one that everybody was familiar with.
Excellent side Bs. These side Bs versus Zeta's landings have just been doing so much work for Mew2King at the moment, and an excellent forward air interception. Bowser's moves so huge and powerful.
Yeah, the fluidity right now from Mew2King. I mean, the changes to the engine with these jump squat changes and everything. Bowser is so fast.
44% off of that fire breath. The damage on that move is absolutely insane. Just missing that grab is Zeta. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he drops a C4, blows it prematurely, actually not being able to do anything much with it. Trying to struggle to get some sort of kill, laying him down, potentially two. No up tilt. Again, being such a heavy character, maybe he thought it wouldn't kill. He doesn't want to stale it. There it is.
After the down, up till after the down throw at that percent, I believe, wasn't quite true. But in that instance, it certainly was. That's why he opted for the forward tilt at first. Yeah,
great confirm from the C4. It's so subtle how it's laid down, and sometimes difficult to see. Again, Mew2King's going to keep an eye out for that, and a grapple into the top blast zone sends Zeta flying now on his last stop.
That is one of the new things that Bowser received in this game, having access to a frame 6 aerial command grab that can kill at around 130. That is kind of nuts for this character in this game.
Yeah, and there's the platform dynamic too. Landing on that top platform is going to kill even earlier.
See M2K trying to patiently work his way around the grenades. Bowser does have the mobility and speed to be able to get around those effectively despite his giant size. And again, another side B coming out. This flying slam doing so much work for M2K.
Yeah, we're seeing M2K comfortable right now. He has an off stage. How will Zeta get back?
He will not!
Nope, a forward tilt stuffs him out. Fists flying, sending Snake and Zeta into the blast zone. Mew2King comfortably takes game one. Again, an unexpected pick as Bowser. I was not thinking about that. Incineroar, maybe the surprise pick. Cloud, the expected pick, but Bowser, interesting.
And it's even more interesting to think that this character was buffed in the upcoming patch. Of course, we are playing on 1.2.1 for Genesis 6. We don't want to come out with that patch as soon as come out with an update to completely throw players off. That would have potentially changed the game a lot, but
yeah, there's definitely a buffer time of 2 weeks historically in fighting game tournaments when patches are released. Genesis, of course, following that convention, but entering game 3 now, we see a switch to Richter, a new character to the game, and potentially something that Mew2King may have trouble with, considering the fact that all these projectiles are now going to be in his face as a big body.
Yeah, very, very difficult to get around that plethora of projectiles coming out from Richter for Bowser.
Yeah, Mew2King, of course, having the ability to adapt to new situations, as expertly shown from every Smash title he has touched. However, Zeta definitely giving him a run for his money with a good ledge cover that wasn't capitalized on.
Take this and into the whip, but he doesn't get the confirm.
Yeah, so many confirms from the Holy Water. Zeta's going to have to think about creative ways to set that up for a neutral get-up. Of course, giving him some invulnerability against the Holy Water, but now that invulnerability is lessening because of the high percent. Up B out of shield, now giving him some advantage off stage. Zeta is able to catch that falling spike.
And that said, though, even though Bowser is sitting at 172%, this is still a scary situation for Zeta. He can potentially lose his stock to a couple of good plays from Bowser. Bowser's power ridiculous in this game.
Yes, and Zeta will have to be careful because offstage now, so many options are limited for Richter, being able to only really tether if he's in range, and his, again, his up B is so underwhelming, but he takes it right there with a forward air, now setting it even at 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be offstage versus Bowser as a Belmont. That bear is an absolute menace to deal with, gigantic and incredibly strong too.
Yes, can he oppress Mew2King with this projectile? Will Mew2King be able to adapt through them? Holy Water and Holy Crosses and axes being thrown all in his face. Now having trouble coming down the platforms again, affording him a little bit of relief. But again, we're seeing that for the most part, Zeta's able to keep him from landing. But if Mew2King can even get Zeta off stage for a second, it could be curtains.
All these whips coming out, and the Holy Water once again.
Some subtle SDI from Zeta, or sorry, from Mew2King at least, to not be stuck in the Holy Water so that he's not hit with that whip. These axes come flying, this Holy Water now.
Oh, unfortunate directional air dodge for Mew2King right there.
Such high frame commitment. You air dodge in this game off stage, you are likely dead unless you have a godlike recovery that takes you from the bottom blast zone. Early stock potentially for Mew2King there, 97%. This is definitely kill percentage now, and we saw that Holy Water just linger, hitting in front, and now we're setting for those edge guard opportunities that Mew2King is struggling a little bit, not so much because of his playstyle, but because he's dealing with such a big body character.
Right, excellent stuff using the directional air dodge right there to get around all of those projectiles from Zeta, and now here's where the damage starts to mount.
Yes,
52% from 3 hits and almost gets the up smash as well.
Yeah, the up smash would have been devastating, but this Fire Breath, 86% netting him. Now he's off stage, crosses, and everything in his arsenal being used. No strong punish there after the ground slam.
Oh, another directional air dodge. SD unfortunate for Mew2King.
You hate to see that. You saw that grimace. Mew2King knew that a situation like that was one that he accidentally fumbled. Something again with like so much of the hurt box being over the ledge when you're Bowser. That Holy Water was able to clip his jump, and it sent him down into the blast zone, netting 1 game in Zeta's favor.
Oh, we're going to Castle Siege. Rather controversial pick for a lot of players, but Mew2King falling back on it.
And I think the choice here is obvious because a smaller space for Mew2King to have to deal with also nets him more positional advantage to be in Zeta's face. All that we saw on Battlefield was the constant like distance that Zeta was trying to create, but right now, Bowser is on top of him.
On top of him at all times, and of course that slope as well may interfere with the projectile game from Richter. Particularly if he's stuck on the left side of the stage.
Yes, everyone is watching this match in the stands. This could potentially be the upset that people are looking for, but at the same time, Mew2King is the people's champion. He's such a crowd favorite. Sporting Bowser, of course, a character that many people like to see succeed.
Oh, that was so smart. Making use of the tough guy armor and the get up attack invincibility right there to get through the Holy Water.
Yeah, potentially that is the move now, having to dodge everything at ledge on top of Holy Water, the neutral get up that Zeta's trying to clip with his forward smash, the whip coming out but not hitting its mark. Mew2King trying to get back, now cross, something else he has to deal with, landing right above Zeta, somewhere you also don't want to be above Richter. All right, we're starting to get cheers now, the cross coming out, whips coming out, everything right now that Mew2King has to deal with just to be on stage. This pick now benefiting him because now he is able to navigate on stage and be in Richter's face at any given moment.
Great forward air off the ledge. Definitely something that M2K wasn't expecting right there.
Yeah.
And now, once again, Zeta has the lead in this set.
Yeah, I suspect that the DI there wasn't so strong because of the surprise, but nevertheless, a back air seals it for Mew2King, his first stock. Pretty even now, but what a nice conversion of damage for Zeta, going from cross into forward air. Gosh, that whip can hit basically almost a third of the stage at any given time.
Yeah, that is the drawback of this stage versus characters like Richter. You know, his projectiles and his whip occupy so much of the stage that it can be difficult at times to get around them.
Yes, and now we see that potentially this counter pick may be backfiring on Mew2King only because when we are on the left side of the stage, Zeta is covered by a ceiling from that platform, and so it makes it really hard for Mew2King to really return to stage if he's trying to recover high.
Excellent backhand. No amount of DI was going to save him from that monstrous power of that drop kick.
Yes, coupled with rage right now, Mew2King has a bit more knockback than usual, seeing now a side B grapple taking him a little bit off stage, but Zeta responds by starting to take his time again. Fire Breath getting some damage, but uppercut, a nice response from Zeta.
One thing to note, of course, is that now that M2K does have the stock lead, a side B off stage will probably be the end of the set. Even though it won't kill Richter immediately, Richter does not have the recovery to really make it back from that kind of thing.
Wow, and he just whipped through that Fire Breath. Zeta potentially having him on the ropes for this stock. Mew2King still has one in the back pocket. Uppercut sends him off stage. Axe dodging it. Air dodges back to the ledge. Drops down with Nair. We're seeing a situation now where Mew2King has the ability to close it out early so he doesn't get any more extra credit. And a forward air seals it, and the crowd cheers for Mew2King, of course. Now advancing not only as himself, but with a Bowser that many people are not suspecting.